everyone, it's Carrie. Just wanted to check in with you guys. I had my pre-op appointment yesterday. They did blood work and ECG, and they also went over a health questionnaire. But before they did that, they weighed me. And I was actually looking forward to this as well. So my new weight as of yesterday, which is June 22nd, is 316 pounds. So that's a total of 12 pounds I've lost throughout this whole process. So that's, exciting for me. It's not a lot, but it's a bag of potatoes and 2 things of butter. So hey, that's pretty decent. But yes, yesterday with my pre-op, they, after I did my questionnaire with the nurse and went over everything, I went over it again with an anesthesiologist. And he said everything seems good and we're ready to go. So I got my final okay. So I am definitely having surgery next Wednesday. Yes, I'm excited, but nervous. Ooh. But I thought I would kind of go over the things that they sent home with me as well. So this is my folder that they gave me, and I'm just gonna have a look. They gave me a few different things. One of them is the planned procedures, so they basically outline what I'm having done. My arrival time is 6:15 a.m. Now, I'd had 2 surgeries in 2013, and one time it got put off. I was so pissed off. It was not even funny. I was so angry. So when they asked me what time I wanted, I was like, oh, hell yeah, put me down for number 1. I want the first appointment because I don't want to get, you can't have surgery for whatever reason. So I'm like, yeah, I want to be number 1. So just kind of go over a whole bunch of things like, do I have my own CPAP machine? And I did do a sleep study, and they did discover that I do indeed have sleep apnea. So I do have a CPAP machine. So it's just like, remember to bring it, because if you don't bring your CPAP machine, they won't do the surgery, which nobody wants that to happen. And then they gave me a checklist for my CPAP machine. So I just have to go, yes, 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 yes. Like, is it clean? Is the mask clean? Is it tubing all clean and intact? And the filter? So just basically saying that, yes, I did all that. The next thing they went over was all my medications. They list them there. So basically, because I take all my stuff at night, they said I can take my pills the night before I have surgery. It's only if you take them in the morning that you may run into problems, because they don't normally want you to take like high blood pressure medication the morning of. So they said to me, you have to wait and talk to your own doctor. So basically what I've been doing now is just kind of preparing myself, because with the OptiFast, which, just so you know, I was correct. The vanilla is the sketchiest of them all. It's disgusting. The first couple of days was fine, but then the next day I was just like, oh God, what is that smell? It's the smell of OptiFast, and it's disgusting. So I've tried a couple of different things. I did cinnamon, but sometimes that just thickens it and makes it worse, because it's just a horrible texture. It's disgusting. What I've been doing now is using my lemon lime infused water to make with it. So then it kind of almost tastes like a lemon lime cake, which I'm all over. That makes it quite delicious. So if you have the vanilla and you're like, God, I hate it, try some lemon infused water and lime infused water, because it is delicious. Another person was saying you can try like Crystal Light. I didn't really have any Crystal Light because I don't normally like the taste of that in my water, but I went with the lemon infused water, and that worked out great. Now, when I was preparing for my surgery, my social worker suggested that I buy weight loss surgery for dummies. And so a little late than never, but I did buy it. It looks like this. I actually found this really interesting because it's got everything in it that you need to really know. Even though it's American, so some of the stuff like, picking a doctor, blah, 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 is not going to help you if you live in Canada. Just because it's kind of different how we do this. We kind of just get told where we're going. But it has things like, like dealing with post-op emotional issues. What's eating at you? Because they were quite frank in that chapter about like, are you going to have buyer's remorse? Yes, you are. And that doesn't surprise me. They have one about, you know, relationship with yourself, relationships with your family and friends and everyone in between, because there are a lot of changes that are going to go through, and they talk about, you know, the effect that it has on marriage, which is a little disturbing, but, you know, fingers crossed, I'll be good. But it's also kind of going through like how to kind of maintain it after you've had the surgery, which, you know, is good. And also the myths, the top 10 like weight loss surgery myths. I thought that was kind of interesting to read. But along with that, they also have, they have recipes in here like for shakes and things like that, so that, you know, when you're done your surgery and you're like, okay, what do I eat? They've got things that you can kind of look forward to. They have normal food. And speaking of that, they also have a book called Surgery or Weight Loss Surgery Cookbook for Dummies. And I bought this. This is actually really good. It has pictures of some of the things that you can make. Sorry, there's reflection. Okay, so that's just soft food on there, and it's a little gross looking. Let's get some real food. See, doesn't this look good? Like, I want to eat this. And the fact that they, you know, have pictures of this stuff, and you're not thinking like, okay, I'm going to have a plate with like this much this, and this much this, and this much this. There's like actual real looking food on here. There's like game hen, like, I don't even know what to do. I'm sorry. This is not helpful because these pages are glossy. So there's really only a few pictures of the food, but they have all kinds of different recipes. And then that sent me on the exploration for more. So I actually have 2 more cookbooks that I ordered. I don't remember their names, and they're going to be coming in. And, you know, now that I'm kind of like, I'm starving all the time, just so I'm convinced that if you handed me a leaf, I'd probably eat it because I'm so hungry. And that's really difficult living with somebody who's not having to do this, because my husband has to eat, and I'm not going to kick him out to eat, and I'm certainly not going to tell him he has to go and eat at McDonald's just so I don't see him. So, you know, it's difficult, but, you know, he and I are getting by with it. I'm almost done my vanilla shake, so I'm like, thank God, then it's just chocolate. So, yeah, I'm in the last stretch here. I'm kind of excited. I'm finding that reading these cookbooks and just those weight loss surgery for dummies, is really helpful. Plus the book on the weight loss surgery, you can actually give that, they actually suggest giving that to your family and your friends, like anybody who knows that you're going to be doing this and any part of your support system, to go ahead and read it, because then it gives them kind of an idea of what you're going through. Now, my family already knows what I'm going through, and they are 100% behind me. In fact, my older sister was kind enough to listen to me cry about how hungry I am and how I hate the shakes and I just want to not eat, and this was a dumb idea and I'm stupid. And she was not having any of that. So to show her support, she actually sent me a picture of these shakes that she bought, and she's like, I'm doing this with you. And I'm like, be careful you're doing it properly, because I don't want you to get sick. But she was just like, you know what? No, I'm going to do this. She's like, it's only 2 weeks for me. It's going to be like months for you. So she thought, you know what? I'm going to do the shake thing with her. And yeah, so my older sister is doing the meal replacement shakes, not the same ones that I'm on. So she probably has ones that taste okay. But she's doing it with me because that's how much she supports me and wants to be there for me. And my little nephew has already informed me that I shall not be alone at all while I'm recovering, and I won't be having to make my food because he's gonna be there. So I'm just really lucky to have both my sisters behind me. Their husbands are behind me. My nephew, who's 12, is behind me, and my parents are behind me. So I just want to say thank you to my family, because sometimes they watch these. So thank you very much for all your support. I also want to thank anybody who's commented on these videos with just supportive words, anything. You guys are great. Anybody watching this, I hope it helps you in some fashion. And yeah, I would love to hear from anybody who's either had the surgery or is contemplating it. And, you know, if you need a few kind words, I have no problem doing that for you, since there have been so many people here for me. So thank you, everyone. And I intend to spend the next 6 days. Oh my God, it's 6 days. Okay, so 6 days. I'm going to spend the next 6 days reading my cookbooks, getting ready for my new life post-surgery, and the next check-in I'll have is the morning of surgery, so get ready for that. This isn't that great looking because I've had a day where I just did nothing, so I don't have any makeup on, my hair's not done, I look awful. But be ready, because it does get worse than this. You're going to see this at 6 in the morning. So as soon as I get home from the hospital, I will post that video, and hopefully everything went okay. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.